word.
We asked you which of these people is nicknamed Dunk. The answer is Janet Jackson.
Well, there you go, an education in it. Anyway, welcome back to the show, live and direct in the sunshine, the city of beautiful people, Los Angeles, California. And special guest, just joined us on the show, John Lydon.
Yeah, we'll stop the waffle. Hello, I'm John.
Ricky.
You've already been introduced to. Yes, how can I help you, sir? What would you like to know? No, I do not live here. I'm on a tourist visa. That's the first load of nonsense dispensed with.
Well, funnily enough, I was going to ask you that. Public Image Limited have probably had like more lineups in Iranian firing squad over the year. Have you actually got a settled lineup?
Yeah, well, it's called variety, and that is the spice of life. But the idea still pertains. It is the umbrella theory. Work with as many people as you can and achieve the better results. Currently, for the last 2 years, of course, Pill has been a completely solid band. There's me, John McGee, Callan Diaz, and that's good enough for us. Good things comes in threes, we have learnt.
Like what?
Like anything I release, you dumb bastard.
Would you actually think of applying for American citizenship? Because you do like it.
No, I'd never get it. I've got a record as long as my arms. Which are a lot shorter than my pockets.
Well, we shan't go into that. Because, again, you know, you were always quite outspoken
you don't mind if I drink, do you?
That's all.
The one beer you gave me.
So now, it's a very low-budget show.
It certainly is. I'm underwhelmed.
That's why we're in California. I mean, you were always, you know, getting a lot of flack in England for criticising the royal family and everything. That caused you a lot of problems over there.
Am I? Is that stuff still going on?
Well, you're the only one who ever said it.
Well, yes, but that's what most people actually believe. Why should we be paying these ridiculous taxes to keep that monstrosity in order? I don't like it. You know, I find it tough enough to keep my own family financed.
Well, why do you think the press always build the royal family up as if everybody in England loves them?
I couldn't care less. It's nothing to do with me anymore. I just don't care. I've wiped my hands of the whole thing. If you want your royalty, fine. But I reckon they'd be much better placed right here in Universal.
Well,
as a business venture, it would be wise. Or at least flog them off to Disney.
I believe you actually...
the Yanks love it. They're all yours. The Queen, Bonnie Charlie, Fergie, the little brats, the lots. You can have them, courtesy of moi.
You actually had a photo taken here, didn't you, at the Universal Studios, you were telling me?
Yeah.
And you told everyone it was your house. What was that?
No, I told no one it was my house, but that's the way the article read. It said that was where I live. Well, that's fine, yes. I live in front of a prop in Universal Studios. What's better place for bad rubbish, huh?
Have you got a few bob in the bank now?
No, I don't. I'm quite piss poor.
But I mean, Public Image...
You bastards don't buy enough records to make me wealthy. So let's get factual, you know? This ain't no multi-millionaire here.
But I mean, you're world famous, aren't you? Well,
I might have a big name and a big frame, but there's piss all in the bank.
Have you actually paid your... Do you pay taxes in England or over here now?
England. I'm here on a tourist visa. I thought I explained this to you. You are very tedious.
I know. Well, you know what I'm like. In one ear and out my mouth. Well, it's funny you should say I'm tedious. It's a big
typical Manchester gobshite. Go on.
I was a big fan of yours, to be honest with you.
Was.
I probably paid for part of that one time or another.
I doubt that, don't you? Tuppence you put in my account really doesn't amount to very much.
Right, well, you're going to stick around with us, I hope.
Ugh, like shit to ozone friendly.
There you go. Anarchy out of a bottle of air gel, that, nowadays. Are you into The Simpsons, then?
1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Oh, no, that's... Oh, yeah, let's camera can't see it there. Little Bart Simpson on your thing. Have you actually done the tour here at Universal?
I stayed on after my last tour here because I fancied a good holiday, because I really like LA because it's a real hoot, but everywhere I go it's like, it's Bart!
Great to be recognised.
So, you know, for $3 I bought the Bart accessory.
Does it remind you of you when you were a kid?
No. Well, in a way, yeah. I'm sure they must have based something of it on the little bastard called Rotten.
And have you done the rounds here?
Oh, is it at Universal? Oh, I've been here many times. Yeah, it's a playground.
Do you get in for
Don't
free, though?
comment.
You movie stars, you know, you make me sick. You're so spoiled.
She brought a knitting with her anyway, didn't studios here in Hollywood. We've become a bit of a tourist attraction ourselves now. I think that's you, though, isn't it, John?
Is it?
Mr. John Lydon, tourist attraction, and you've got your Christmas box
Well, I'm
out.
pretty damn universal, if that's
Plug
what
your
you mean.
greatest hits album.
Oh, yes, the greatest hit so far. Buy it. I need the money. I'm a pauper.
Yeah, are you,
And P.S., get this, right, well, the whole reason I was invited here, actually, was to promote Rise, the remix as a single. Lo and behold, I found out yesterday morning that Virgin have refused to release it because they say they don't have the budget.
What?
Is this the record company I need to be on? No.
And on that note, we're going to get you to do a bit of work now because we're going to have a look at some of the new films and videos that are released over in England, and one that will only be coming out in the States and won't be out in England until March.
Dances with Wolves yet?
And we're going to kick off with this particular film, Bonfire of the Vanities, your favourite. It was a famous book. It's
It's a
just
nice title.
as a movie, it's just come out in the States this week. Let's have a look at a clip of it.
Never burned my vanities.
In the 80s, making money and living well was all that mattered. And no one did it better than Sherman McCoy. I was the guy who had everything. I turned that spark into a flame.
Hello, Peter. I think there's a hell of a story.
We ain't no beefcake.
I think I've had a drink of that myself. That's based on the Tom Wolfe book.
Yeah,
Bonfire
very
of the Vanities.
uninteresting and a really duff rendition. The book was kind of all right, but the film, it's sad sack ole.
Have you actually seen it?
No, I haven't seen the film.
Have you read the book, though?
But now you're going
No.
to just rush out, right?
Well, I think I
Yeah,
have
with
to
your
do
review,
resist.
I'll have to go see it
After
for
that 20,
myself.
after that 20 seconds, I think you've got to. Now, this is a TV show we're going to have a look at now, which is America's biggest success of the year in terms of television. It's a show where ordinary people do their party tricks, and it's called America's Funniest People.
Oh, it's sucked already.
And now the latest fitness trend.
Maybe they should all take a bit more water with it. Is that one of your favourite shows over there?
No, I don't think so, somehow. It's kind of normal for American TV, though. You know, you get lots of that kind of stuff. I wouldn't have picked that show out. Actually, what I would have done would I just run all the adverts and series, and then you'd really have a laugh.
What about you? You've been
I'm
watching.
afraid
You
to comment.
Oil and vinegar?
Whatever he said, I'm with him.
Well, now, Asher, we've got an advert next because, as you know, over in the States, they are very much
Italian
into ads.
seasoning douche. That's my fave.
Especially adverts with a message for a good cause. This is one that'll interest you, this advert, John.
You hope.
Oh, definitely. Without...
Hi, my name's Steve Jones. I used to play guitar with a band called the Sex Pistols. A good friend of mine, Sid Vicious, died from drugs. I nearly died from drugs. Drugs suck.
Warning us about the dangers of drugs.
Well, looking at his face, you can well believe it. That's... Sorry, Steve, had to get that one in.
Have you been asked to do any adverts?
That man
for the
looks ravished, doesn't he? God.
How do you feel about pop stars, you know, warning kids about drugs?
Oh, is that what Steve is?
Yeah.
Oh, how novel.
I personally don't like to preach to people, so I try to get involved in other causes like AIDS and animal activists. I'm a big animal activist. Don't say
Drugs are
anything.
for tosspots, anyway. Everybody knows that, anyone with any sense. And the people that mess about with them are just good riddance to bad rubbish. Let them die slowly and painfully. They deserve
Nice.
Is there a certain amount of hypocrisy, though, in it when you see a pop star, you know, who's like got a lot of money and the disposable, the disposable income to actually...
The old pop star styly types, yeah.
Well, I
but,
mean,
you know,
they can actually afford to
look,
buy
this is
drugs.
clean
and
cut
then
Johnny here. A beer is about as good as it gets with me. And no doubt they'll ban that next year, so I'm doomed then, aren't I?
Well, I hope your greatest hits album isn't doomed.
Don't do drugs, yes, but adverts like that I don't think work at all. It looks like a joke, doesn't it? I mean, you need to be on drugs just to watch it. It's so painful.
No, are you going to spend Christmas here in LA?
Yes, I am. I'm saving on the Christmas presents, see? They got lost in the post. Oops. I've blown that one.
Well, would you be sending Malcolm McLaren a Christmas card?
Yeah, a pair of concrete slippers.
Well, I mean, are you actually fallen out with him completely now? Because you've got a few bob off.
When did we ever fall in?
Have you bumped into him while you've been out here in LA?
No.
Do you not get invited to all the posh parties in Bel Air and places like that?
No, we're not part of that.
Why not?
This is pill stuff. This is the real life.
Charming. All right. That's a disgrace, really, even at this time of the night. And we are live here in California, folks. I think we're going to take.
Best I can offer you.
Going to take a break in a minute, are we?
What are we going to break? Probably your career, if we're lucky.
No, we're going to get a bit more information on some of your mates, actually. The stars here in Hollywood, as we go on another mission.
They're no mates of mine, believe me.